William Holman Bentley was an English missionary who spent 20 years in the Congo region in the late 1800s, doing mission work on behalf of the Baptist Missionary Society. He lived and worked in very close connection with the natives. The following quote is from his 2-volume work, Pioneering on the Congo. "A man of any importance has a number of slaves who follow him about, paddle his canoe, and generally serve him. When he dies, it is not fitting that he should enter the spirit world unattended, as though he were only a slave. Wives also will be needed to cook and care for him. So, when the time for burial comes, these conveniences are provided for him. In a house nearby are 10 men, secured in forked sticks, and firmly tied. They are to accompany him. Among the weeping wives are 3 or 4 designated to his attendance in the spirit world. It is kept a secret as yet, and the life of none of the wives is sure. Great crowds gather for the funeral on the appointed day, all in full paint and finery. Dancing enlivens the waiting hours. The elders confabulate in one of the open palaver houses. When all is ready, the body is brought out. The executioner has given the last touch to his huge knife. The crowd gathers in an open space where there is a strange wooden seat. The 10 unfortunate slaves are brought. One of them is placed in the seat and fastened to it. A tall, flexible pole is stuck into the ground, at some distance behind the seat. From the top of the pole, a cage-like arrangement is suspended by a cord. The pole is bent down, and the cage is fitted to the unfortunate man's head. He is blindfolded, but he knows what is happening, for he has been present before, with laughter and much merriment, at like functions. When others were placed on the fatal seat, the executioner commences to dance, and makes feints. At last, with a fearful yell, he decapitates his victim with one sweep of the huge knife. The pole thus released, springs the head into the air. The crowd yells with delight and excitement. The body is unbound, and a new victim placed on the seat. The horror is repeated, until the 10 slaves have rejoined their dead master. Their heads are carried off by some boys, and thrown into a pool of water beside the river, until the flesh comes off. The bodies of the slaves are carried to the grave, and laid in order on the bottom. The marked women are seized, 4 of them. A few blows with a heavy stick suffices to break their arms and legs, and they too are placed in the grave, living, but no longer able to scramble out again. The body of their dead lord is then placed upon the groaning women, and the earth is filled in. In many places the slaves are beheaded, without the chair and spring pole, and there is much diversity in detail. The skulls, when clear of flesh, adorn the shed over their master's grave. This then is a dutiful farewell to a dead man, and an honorable sending forth to the land of the dead. Our missionaries at Balabo reckon that in the towns about them, until recently, an average of 1 person per day was killed over these funeral customs. Higher apriver, these customs would be considered poor and mean, without a cannibal feast, and the body would be kept until an expedition could be organized to some district in which they are accustomed to hunt for human victims. Among the Bakuba, on the Upper Kasai, on the death of the king of the country, or his sister, the funeral cannot take place until 300 slaves have been killed. Some give the number at 1,000. End quote. Thanks for watching.